things were a lot simpler in the 90s.
I like the 80s, but
Well,
Yeah.
the
The
80s should
80s.
be your life
Yeah,
right
I
now.
agree.
You like the 80s?
well, I remember if you got caught smoking in the bathroom, you just got like detention and shit. You didn't get in that much trouble for the small shit. It seemed like now they crucify you for small shit. You know.
I
Yes.
was only alive for 2 years in the 80s, so I don't remember it. 88 and 89.
There was a time when if you got pulled over and you had beer in the car, even underage, all they did was make you pour it out. Now they might call your parents, but you didn't go to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because they reserved it for more hard oppressed criminals or whatever it's called, more important criminals. They kind of used a little judgment instead of just reacting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's back when the cops, most of them was, over 45 years old. They had some age and wisdom.
Yeah, I've noticed, and I don't know how it is everywhere, but in the city I live in, I've been noticing that the law enforcement heavily patrol the places where people are going to work. Like out where I work, there's a lot of different manufacturing plants and factories. They're patrolling that area like crazy. And then when I come home, which is in the rough part of town, I don't see a cop over here for a week. So I don't know what that's about.
Um, even back in the day, if you had a parking lot full of teenagers that were drinking, which is very popular down here. Somebody would bring a 6-pack or 12-pack, and everybody in the parking lot would drink. And if the cops came around and caught you, like Indy said, they'd make you pour it out, and then depending upon how drunk you were, they'd start telling the sober people to drive everybody home. And cops were a lot more. Well, they knew how to use judgment better back in the day.
Yeah.
Nowadays, if they see that, everybody goes to jail.
Everybody's going to jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know, man.
Fucking robots.
Everybody's
I
going
mean,
to jail.
Hell, even in these smaller towns, man. The cops knew everybody's family. They looked out for the kids, man. They looked out for people like that, underage, and they try to cut you a break or not no more. Oh,
Yeah,
Brian.
I find myself rooting for the criminal now. I mean, like yeah, it might be weird, but I thought, uh, uh, I got stopped a
Oh,
few nights ago, and um, and I asked the officer, I had this crazy neighbor who was going berserk and screaming
What?
and yelling,
Now,
and
wait a minute,
yeah.
Doug. Is that your girlfriend from above? Same neighbor or different neighbor?
No, this is a different neighbor.
Okay,
This is a
different
lady
neighbor.
who's like,
Okay.
yeah. I said to the cop, I said, I contacted you guys multiple times about a domestic dispute over here, and the
Yep, yep,
the
yep, yep,
the
yep, yep.
police the policeman I actually talked to said she's got mental health problems. I'm not going to do anything about it. So I realized they pick and choose who they're going to basically harass.
Well, yeah, because
So
that mental problem, especially with females. Look at the paperwork. They ain't gonna fuck with that paperwork.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yum,
I
yum,
mean,
yum.
they're not gonna fuck with them for multiple reasons, but one of it's paperwork, and they'll just turnstile her. They'll turn around and let her out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. They do.
So, yeah,
They do. They pick and choose which laws they enforce, and
Yeah. Well, I am live
So
now. Can everybody see me?
I'm almost in favor of defunding them. And that
I didn't even
I
get
know
a
that's a
notification.
left wing thing, but it's like I'm almost in favor of defunding the police.
yeah, but Doug, if all the police go away, then you're gonna have bad times, man.
Ow.
Oh yeah.
no. This is the same argument I got into with Sam Fisher the other night. You know, Sam Fisher believes in anarchy. Is what he said anyway. And I said, Sam, brother, you've got to have some sort of a structure, governing structure, to keep people more in line. As awful as that sounds, you know, nobody likes authority. But you can't have total anarchy out here in the culture.
No, everybody will die,
Yeah, I mean,
or most people will die.
what line of course correction would you be going by if somebody just willy nilly wanted to steal your property and there's nothing stopping them from doing it? They're just going to take it from you. And if they have the resources, how are you going to stop that? You know it's wrong, but if there's no laws to enforce,
What's up, David?
and people with the resources to make that law enforceable, you don't have ordinance, you have chaos. The police, the police is all part of it that needs to be reformed because they're tyrannical. This is what I mean when I say people need to understand the responsibility of controlling these institutions, these organizations, and equipping themselves with knowledge and information. We need to understand that from time to time the authority will get out of check, and we got to put them back in it.
Shit.
What's happened is the police, the government, and everything else have gotten so far out of check that now they've built up resources and psyops and everything else against the people. The cluster, man.
So just a big clusterfuck.
Yep. But I'm with you. I mean, I do see the police as tyrannical at the moment. Yes, some ordinance of policing is necessary. But that's where it falls our duty as citizens to put them back in check.
Whee!
But yeah, I get what you're saying, Doug.
Well, Doug, I got some bad news. With my headphones on, I can't wear my Australian fucking straw hat, so I cannot be like Gucci mowing the grass, but I know I let you down.
No, you didn't. Does that what's that hat do for you?
Ow.
Keeps the sun off my head and shoulders.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
See,
Yeah, you don't want to burn up.
Yeah.
See, Sam, Doug, his big hang up was licensing. Being issued licenses and having it so out of check that, we have a system now that even though they require you to get a license, they turn around and reactionary towards you whenever they feel like it. I told him, I said, Sam, you got to have you've got to have some sort of a system that keeps people in line, governance. Otherwise, there's no guidelines to any of this. Does that make sense?
Shit.
Yeah, if there wasn't any laws and shit like that, Doug's neighbor upstairs wouldn't be contained.
And he said, "Well, that's not what anarchy is. That's not what I'm aiming for. I mean, you have
I
laws
remember,
under
Doug.
anarchy."
I was there with you, bud. I suffered through it.
I know it.
But he said, no, that's not what anarchy is. You still got laws. People still. I said, well, that's not anarchy then. Anarchy is without any kind of rule. Anarchy is without any kind of rule or governance over a large body of people.
I finally got a chess game going with EZ.
Oh, shit. I'm
Did you
sorry,
really?
Doug. I'm sorry, Doug.
I don't know the first thing about chess. I don't know the first
He'll
thing
teach you,
about
buddy.
it.
He will school you.
What is Brandon doing? Well, sitting in a parking lot.
I thought Brandon got parked for the night.
Honestly, I don't know. I never can tell. He's been on 7 hours already. Sheesh. Dang.
How's your weekend so far, Indy? I mean, it's Monday now, but
Oh, I'm same with you. I got days off, so I'm getting ready to start mowing. It hadn't been too bad, Drink a little beer, get a little shit done,
yep.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Just trying to deal without having power, but I got generators and shit, but pain in the ass.
Huh. Yeah.
Well, it's
Did your
Doug,
circuit something with your circuit breakers or?
it's just storms. There's just been,
Yeah.
storm after storm after storm.
Jeez.
And a lot of it's been kind of just pop-ups, and it'll pop up like a red cell, and they'll move around this area and knock the power out. It's been funky weather, Doug.
Yeah.
I finally said, fuck it. Instead of buying 12 packs, I bought a case. I said, I'm tired of running back up here.
Absolutely.
Then you just buy the whole goddamn store. I'm gonna buy all of your stock.
Usually they don't lose power, so I can just run up and get it, but the other night, the whole town was down. No power in this complete area. Now that's just sucks. No
Wow.
gas. Yeah. No alcohol, no gas, no cigarettes, nothing. You ain't getting nothing.
Oh no. That's not good.
They'll lock that fucking store up, man. They don't got any power. No one's getting in, nobody's getting out.
That ain't no
Wow.
good.
That's not good at all.
You're fixing to have a revolution on your hand.
Especially with the liquor store going down.
You start taking people's beer away,
I know.
you'll see some fireworks, son. Ask me how I know.
They'll bring back draconian ages.
I'll tell you something. You don't mess with a Southerner's alcohol.
And what about the Northerners or the Westerners?
I mean, probably not either, but I can speak for the South. I don't know about the North. You know, I can speak for us down here, but I can't speak for them up there. But I'm sure they would do the same thing. You start
Could be
messing with a man,
worse.
you start messing with a man's drink, you're gonna see the hell come out of him.
Well, I'm gonna turn into a demon if somebody bans my favorite drink.
But let me tell you something. Alcohol,
Not,
call
not,
it that.
not
It's
specifically
funny.
alcohol, even for soft drinks. Then I'm gonna go riot. I'll.
Well, let me tell you something. The only thing keeping a lot of people right now from snapping on the rest of society, as much as alcohol is demonized, that's
I'll-
what's keeping a lot of people from snapping on a lot of folks and killing them.
Thank you, Outlaw. You've seen inside of me. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand. Look, bro, look, I come from a family full of them. I know exactly what alcohol does. I know what it keeps people from doing to other people, just like weed. And I'm telling you, you take people's beer away from them, you're gonna
Oh,
see some
man.
folks come up dead.
well, I mean, Outlaw, look how tough and how long it took me to get Doug off Bud Light. But he's a better man for it now.
Wow.
You know,
You know,
it's a
yeah,
tough
Indy saw
road.
it before it happened.
You're drinking Bud Light,
Yeah.
Doug?
No, I'm
Back-
not. I got Leidenhugels.
Back when though? Back when he was just starting out. He was starting out, and I said, Doug, that's a bad road to go down. Anything but Bud Light.
I quit.
I mean, think about how
You're
close.
the trannies on the can.
Yeah,
I mean,
I could have called that one better.
think about how close to the edge people already are when they get up in the morning to killing folks, without anything, caffeine, alcohol, any of it. How cranky
Well,
people are when they get up.
I can see how caffeine
Damn it,
could
they're
do
way
it
too
too.
far.
Now, think of going to work all day in a place where you're not allowed to drink. You got to listen to stupid people all day. Yeah, I've been there. And you
That's
don't
why
get to.
you just buy video games and shoot people.
Yeah.
That's how
You-
my
you-
married life was.
I mean, look,
Oh, gosh.
you don't get to do anything back to them. You got to sit there and be insulted or you know, that sort of thing, verbally talked down to by the customers or something like that.
Bum, 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 bum.
And then when you get home and you start drinking, and it takes that edge off. You're like, oh, I feel a lot better.
Or smoking the cigar.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't drink alcohol myself, but there are times I find myself seriously wanting to hurt people. Like, and mind you, this is a non-alcoholic. I get close sometimes to wanting to punch people. Just
Why is there
picking
a
something up.
fucking dead cow in the middle of nowhere? What the fuck?
So now exemplify that
Yeah.
as an alcoholic, and I can understand, you know, why some of them do, but it is what it is, man.
I've been taking some of that fury out on Red Dead, and I will say it's not the same, but it does help because I got these flaming bottles of Molotov cocktails. Is that what they're called? And
Yeah.
I'll sneak up on a bounty and I'll just set that whole posse on fire, and then get the bounty, and it's therapy. You know, you want to do that to people in real life, but you know, so, but I do it on the video game instead.
I'm just playing Atomic Heart right now, and I just found a dead talking cow.
I mean, do people out here in the culture really understand how close they are to getting their ass beat?
I don't think they do.
No.
And I think it's just like Father Saunders said. It's like the only thing that's preventing it is men, and our restraint. We're just, like, because we could dominate a lot of these people, like physically in
Yes.
fights.
Follow that train of thought now. Okay. So going back to the feminists and the LGBT and all them people. Most
Yeah.
most women are weaker than men in the culture, right? Normally women are weaker than men. So
Right.
when you think about it, how in the hell did they overpower the men to get the privilege to vote?
Oh, I would say maybe, and this is just a wild guess, but guys thirsty for them.
Yeah, because even if they formed a posse or militia, they're not going to overpower the men. Not in those times, anyway.
No.
They got that pull.
Hmm. Most of them are scared of guns. The LGBT,
Yeah.
most of them don't believe in protecting themselves because guns are bad. And we need to let the officials protect us. Most of them are too fat.
That's why America is falling down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same
I think
same
they're
thing with the
trying.
black people. BLM.
Do you know what exactly is when you ask from the other side of the planet, which is how the situation is in America?
Hmm. I mean, think
It's
about this, though.
It's a really fucking smorgasbord. You have too many races. You're putting those many races up, just playing the victim card so hard, and they don't know what's left and what is right.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the whole thing. They did not learn from the past mistakes.
I mean, think about this for just a second, right? You know,
But this is already started when Obama was in office.
yeah. Well, think about this. So, black people are only what 12, 13, 14% of the whole population. And instead of most of them fighting with their fists, they pick up a gun and fight each other.
Over here, we just fight
That's
with
true.
everything we got. Weapons, we don't need that. We don't need pistols. We don't have shotguns over here. It's just like, let's do bare buckle knocking. Let's do this. Hey, kitten, how's it going?
Oh, did Kitten join with us? Oh, anyway.
Well, she's
So-
mine too.
So when you take a step back and you realize that all of these groups that are making such an impact in our culture right now are weak, cowardly minority groups, quote unquote, you have to think
Yeah.
a little bit further like, well, how in the hell have they got this much power over people in our culture? Because they're sponsored and they're backed by the media. The governments make laws to protect them. The government is the power behind all these groups that people actually fear.
Also, they have money.
Yes. You see, nobody's scared of a trans person. Nobody's scared of a gay person. Nobody's scared of women. And nobody's scared of all of these racist black people running around out here shooting each other. They're scared of the power that's propping them up behind them. Government, mainstream media.
Kind of sucks. I mean, they
Oh,
literally want
yeah,
just to
it's
destroy
a
the
joke.
your whole country.
Do y'all understand we could wipe these groups out if we really wanted to?
Well, probably you can, but think about it. It doesn't matter who's gonna be next in the office because they will do the same thing or even worse.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
Only
true.
if you take the role to be the government to take the role of something else.
I mean, think about it, right? The N word, nigga, right?
He said the N
People,
word. Cancel him.
are you on live?
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Well, anyway, think about that, right? Imagine a word having that much power over you.
It's insane.
I lost my train of thought.
It's bonkers. Even at the beginning, it had something a different meaning, and everybody changed it.
Yeah.
Hey man, how many
Hold
robots
on.
are gonna attacking me? Son of a bitches.
Hold on, if you're live, I'm gonna go over there and see what's going on.
Yeah,
Oh
because I'm
shit,
testing my
there it
new
is.
gear, so that see if it's working properly. How it's the audio and how it's everything. I just really need to see how smooth it works.
What up? Yeah, I finally
I'm looking for your channel, Harry. I
finally
can't
got the
find it.
notification. I don't know why I didn't get the notification. But
Oh, is it Harry Coon 9415?
No, the other one. I can send you a link.
Okay, yeah.
hello,
Over,
kitten.
over here.
Oh, here we go. Power's starting to fluctuate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even our Discord icons are on the right, and every time we can talk, you can see it.
Oh, nice.
You see, there's Doug, there's me, there's Indy, and then you, Alpha.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Where is it? Man, gonna do
Well,
this.
What I was gonna say, Doug, and Andy, if he's
Send a
still listening.
message. Probably.
People don't fear that word because of you know getting punched, or they fear the fallout that comes mainstream wise, right? Your job, your family, your income. That is what people actually fear. That's what's actually driving a lot of this. You know, people have to learn to read between the lines of what's really happening here, what's really the cause behind all of this. And this is why I have said, and I'll continue to say, the government is the enemy number one of the people. Tyranny is the enemy. When you're allowed to do what you've done, make all the money you can overseas, and you've made all the laws that in actuality are not laws because we the people didn't vote upon them. They just sit up there and they make law after law after law because nobody puts them in check. So, in my opinion, they're not laws. They're not. They're not valid. Tyranny and the allowing of people to be unchecked. That's the evil. Well, it's not feminists, not gay people. It's not, all these racist groups, Antifa. It's what's propagating behind them, the strength coming from behind them that's subjugating them, that's putting them in the light of everything, right? But anyway, I think Harry's trying to have a serious stream.
Well, I'm trying at least.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is
But,
just now
yeah.
a testing phase, so this is not even this is just a regular game. The story is just done, so I'm just walking around, shooting robots.
But, yeah, getting a lot of rain again. Yay me. Harry Coon's about to drive a Trabant.
Is it a Trabi? Let's see.
I don't know.
Because this is in Rush. Look at this.
Oh shit. Meow.
This is in Mother Russia. Where robots are taking over the world. And I have to stop them.
You guys still there, Doug?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I'm about to do. I gotta figure something out.
Oh yeah.
One of those things you get all these days off, and it's like, what the heck? What do you do?
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, I can watch. I started the Sons of Anarchy Mayans, and I got through a couple episodes of it. It's a pretty good show.
I haven't. And the last show that I got to watching was Outer Banks. You guys ain't never seen it.
No,
It's one of those weird. It's one of those weird, drama shows where people who live on the beach are trying to find his dad, and he got shipwrecked and stuff like that. So I mean, it's one of those shows. And of course, there's a love story and a love triangle and goofy shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. Usually is. That seems to be like, even with the Mayans, that seems to be the going thing, is like there's a romantic scenario. No one's ever MGTOW on these shows. They might be and they just don't know it. I found characters that are and they just don't know it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's usually a guy and a girl situation, which is a lot better than like a guy and a guy scenario. I won't watch any shows like that.
Look at all these robots.
So,
Fucking
for
Russians.
instance, on the Mayans, the main character is a prospect, and he hasn't actually gotten patched into the club, and he's got this high school girlfriend, and he ends up going to jail, going to prison for killing a cop, and like 10 years later, he gets released from prison to come work for like the DEA and infiltrate the biker club, basically. And then he sees her again, and so it's like, he's chasing her even though she's got a husband, and that's what's going on.
Are you being chased by robots?
Yeah, men shouldn't be chasing women, that's for sure, but I've
I
done it, but
Okay, I'm
I
back.
agree.
What's going
I
on?
agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Doug, you chasing women again?
no,
You,
I'm not.
you're drinking that high-priced beer, and you got women chasing you. That's what's going on.
That's what's going on. Yeah. No, Andy, it's
Uh,
interesting because like most of the
Hello.
girls here and the guys like they're both wearing the bull rings and they both have buzz cuts and it's so bizarre where I live and I think back to the 80s and 90s and I was a teenager in the 90s so back then I was chasing girls I did have girlfriends and but that was all normal back then but now it's
Hey,
like this is a clown world.
Doug, some of these the fucking shit that they're putting in their noses and ears and shit, it's just not normal, man.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
now if it's fake and in a movie, I can get it, but walking around like that, goddamn.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
I've never really agreed with the whole men ought to pay for women on dates and stuff, even when I was blue pilled. I've always kind of seen that as, well, one or the other, both men and women should pick it up,
Oh yeah,
kind of.
go Dutch, basically.
Well,
For that sake, I cannot tell anything because I just skipped over that shit.
Well, common sense wise, it should have always been okay. Men and women are paying for the date. It shouldn't be a stereotype in any sense of the word for men to always pay for a date for women to come out and stuff like that. Now, look, I get it. It's romantic. And each man has his
Yeah.
own prerogative if he wants to do that or not, obviously. But no, even
Well,
when I was blue pilled, I never
it
really
used to
agreed with
be
that sentiment.
it used to be reciprocated, opening the doors and shit like that. Now you're talking many moons ago, but back when it was nice doing nice things like that, and then the woman, appreciated it. It's the lack of appreciation
Right.
reason it's gone away.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Because I don't make money out of it. Not getting that most attention.
Oh yeah. Now that all of the I don't know what the word is. The guards are basically down. Now it's a free for all. It's like if I open the door for her, she gives me respect, and respect is what I was looking for. But now, my gosh, I'm walking out of a gas station a few nights ago, and I'm watching these girls. I mean, and they're attractive. They're good-looking girls, but they can't be more than 20 years old, and they're streetwalkers, and they're out hollering at guys at the Tyrones or the Chads, and they're going to get ran through by all the bad boys. And I was always accused of being too nice. So, and now I'm just the asshole that the world created me to be.
And we're proud of it, Doug. We're proud of it.
Thanks.
We're proud of the asshole that you've become. May you influence blossoming asshole.
Yeah. I'm actually proud of
man.
it too, kind of.
Well, even if the dynamics between men and women were different today, like back to sort of a thing of normality, I would still be like, okay, well, women, you can pay for the dates too. You can ask men out or ask men to marry them. You know, this isn't a one-way street. And I don't know where those stereotypes ever came from to begin with, but
Hmm.
Books,
I,
romance novels, written by women.
It's a lot
you
like
know,
Tom Likas used to say um, that the guy that she goes on the food date with is not the guy that she's going to be having sex with at the end of the night. She's she's going on that date to get a free meal, and then she's going to be on her phone texting the asshole that she really wants to have sex with.
yeah,
That's why prostitution needs to be.
yeah.
And those were some red pills on his show. That was kind of my intro into this universe that we have here, and was Tom Likas. And I was like, gosh, he's telling me things that I've never heard before, and almost all of them made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Well, in an equal society, where does any of it make sense that men are always the ones who approach women? Dates, relationships, marriage. Where is this written at? You know, where is the chivalry aspect come from the one-sidedness of men are expected to do?
Hmm.
In an equal society, both men and women pick up the slack and they both contribute to one another
Yeah.
equally. Or that's how I understand their definition of equality. Which I'd be fine with. If we lived in a day and age where both men and women picked up the check on dates, both men and women asked each other out, we both proposed to one another. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but we don't have that. Somewhere in the women's brains, their brains jump ship. You know, when they're indoctrinated. You know, somehow a lot of this common sense and logic gets lost in the details. They subconsciously still expect all of the benefits. You know, it's the old adage: you want your cake and you want to eat it too. Basically, you know what I mean?
Oh man.
So it's just basically everything went nuts and we can do nothing about it.
Yep.
Yep, pretty much. Whoa. But I'm fortunate that to be single. It life is it's a lot more simple for me that way.
Well, I still believe that when enough men starts going their own way and being single, the government's going to find a way to benefit off of it. They're going to come after us.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're walking away, but they're still not going to leave you alone. They're still going to want that revenue
No,
coming in to support all of these institutions that are set up through feminism and BLM and all that nonsense. So they're going to come after you and me.
what if what if men went on strike? And I mean like strike from the whole society for like a week.
This place would turn into chaos.
Yeah. That means all the truck drivers park, all
Yeah.
the railroad workers don't go in. uh, every
But
manufacturer.
they are not included. They are excluded. They are a whole nother category.
Yeah, just for 7 days. Just do it for 7 days. I'd like to see what would happen out of that.
No.
I'd like
When
to.
they are talking about on there should be no men, they just refer only to those who are not that important. So let them just leave the blue workers be alive, but the other ones go away. That's what they want.
Hmm.
Well, you'd have a lot
It
of
would
people
get
that
crazy pretty quick.
you would have a lot of people who would start panicking because this automated social media technology system that we have is all that most people here know. And
Hmm.
we have whole generations that have grown up with nothing but this technological social media age.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed,
Yeah.
but they're also their own fault because somebody
Yeah.
used it wrong at the beginning and then it just rasped all over it.
If the entire system shut down for a
This
week,
game, it's called Atomic Heart. It's a Russian knockoff of Bioshock.
if the whole system shut down for a week, Doug, you would have a lot of people panicking, not knowing how to tread forward in life, because some people's whole lives revolve around social media.
But
You have
then the
Yeah.
social media would not be even active if all men are not here for a week.
you would have a lot of people begging for this to go back to the way that it was, because social media has been proven to be as effective on the brain as drugs. So
Yeah.
it would pretty much be like if you deprived alcoholics of alcohol, drug users of drugs, you would have a lot of people committing suicide because they don't know how to continue on in life without all of these modern conveniences.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
Really, everyone?
I mean,
Got the burps.
now granted, there's a lot of unknowns because again, the human being is very resilient. When they're pushed to survive. But I do believe that there's a lot of sensitive people out here who would commit suicide, who wouldn't know how to continue on. You'd have a lot of people
Yeah.
protesting and begging for people to go back to work and put things back in order. It would basically be a dose of reality that nobody wants to experience. It would be traumatizing
Yeah.
to people because they don't know how to process it. So it would take them out of that comfort zone of the privilege that they all exploit here in this culture. Um, and that just shows you what we're up against, what we're dealing with as men out here in the culture.
Hmm.
That's why all of this shit works, happens. Why feminism is even a thing. Because there's too many men who continue to allow it to happen.
Because if they did not allow that back then, they would get no more poo-poo from the waifu.
Yeah. If the
It
government,
makes, yeah.
if the governments are subjugating, if they're being sponsored, if there's being laws written to protect, the Antifas, the black minorities, the LGBT, all of these people, and the government in and of itself
Oh,
doesn't
no.
make money on its own. It doesn't produce any of that. It survives off of our participation in its usury through the force of taxation and backed by the threat of a gun. Then it's us men, logically, who is allowing all of this to keep going and keeping all of these institutions in power because we're feeding into the beast that's allowing all of these things, it's backing all of these things, the government, right? So if us men are continuing to play by their rules and paying taxes, providing the government with resources to continue funding all of these feminist programs and BLM and Antifa, then it lies on us to understand that we can put a stop to it and starve these people out. Remember, the government only spends out what they force us to pay in through taxes.
Hmm.
So, if they're the ones propping up all of these feminist groups, all these BLM groups, LGBT, sponsoring them, giving them all these months and getting pissed off that people don't support them out here in the culture because it's a business, then men need to understand that we're continuing this on. It lies on our shoulders to stop it. Because the government's not going to stop.
Yeah, but how many are gonna actually do it?
I don't believe there's going to be a lot.
No, I think there'll be
I-
more to turn, like what Emperor said. There'll be more. There'll be more that will rat you out than will stand with you and fight.
Yep. The government has an unnatural fear over the people right now. There's so many people out here in the culture that's scared to stand up against the government. And there's a lot of good reason because they have the resources to make you disappear for good. Anytime somebody comes out with any kind of damning evidence that could put these people away, next thing you know, what happened to that person? What happened to that witness? It made them disappear. They can erase everything you've ever done from your tax scores to all the documents you filed in the courthouse. Make your body physically disappear.
That's literally what the communists did back then in Romania.
Yes. How you guys doing?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, easy.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Hemi. I mean, hey, Outlaw. Hey, Harry. Hey, Indy.
How you doing, brother?
Easy, I made a move on that chessboard already. I probably wasn't supposed to, but I did.
Oh, okay. Glad it went through.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it'll.
Not that.
That'll be
And
fun
he's gone.
to learn how to play some chess.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay, I'm back. Cheers, Doug.
Okay.
Cheers, Indy.
Yeah.
This homesteading, telling you, ain't that much fun. Yeah, move out in the country. You'll love the country lot, they said. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers, come out and mow my goddamn grass.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's got its pros and cons, huh, Indy?
They have
Yeah.
to do everything, but and the city boss is saying like, yeah, I'm doing all this shit, but where's my money?
Oh, yeah. That's the work that you don't get paid for.
Well,
taking care of your own stuff.
I
I
can
don't
piss
do
off
that
the front
shit.
porch. I can piss off the front porch. Back porch. I can piss off a barn. It's got its luxury.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
My neighbors were surprisingly quiet this whole weekend. I was like, awesome.
Huh.
That was a shocker.
So, Doug, do you still got the same neighbor upstairs? I haven't heard anything about her lately, so.
Yeah, she's actually underneath me, but anytime I see her, which is very rare because I'm at work till like 2:15 in the morning, anytime I see her, I run the other direction.
Oh, I thought she was on top of you, so she's underneath you.
Yeah, she's underneath me.
Oh, I always thought she was on top, Doug. My bad.
No,
Man, is it
no,
really
it's okay.
that bad over there for you?
Not really. I mean, it's once again, I'm noise sensitive, so like, I have to run a fan. I usually gotta like something playing in the background so I can go to sleep and drown everybody out. But no, this weekend wasn't bad at all. Everybody's been real quiet.
Damn.
That's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Doug, trust me, if you
And
just have the opportunity to move to get the fuck out over there and come here in Europe for a week, your whole mentality changed.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe I
you
should move to Europe.
It's a whole nother level.
you go over there, Doug. You be doing hookers and blow.
Oh, see, that sounds great.
For $50 a half an hour.
She'll
We've
make
got
you
those
holla.
here in this town.
We're gonna do something
We've got
strange for a
those
piece
here
of
in this-
change. We're gonna do something strange for a little piece of change. We're gonna make you holler for $1. I ain't never had my dick sucked from the back ever. I'm just trying to see what that'd be like. Did it.
No,
Now
I'm
he
not
starts
trying to
singing.
contribute to the degenerate.
Ah, you
I'm
guys
not
ain't
trying
never
to
wa-
contribute to it.
you guys ain't never seen Friday After Next.
Well, duh.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I
I was
saw all
fixing
three
to
of them.
say, for shame. That's like one of the most widely used things of that whole movie.
Oh,
I ain't.
but still, it's you got to not the fuck out, man.
I ain't never had anything like that ever happen to me. I just be trying to see what that'd be like. Did it fit it? Did it? Did it fit? Did it? Did it
Bye,
fit it? Did it?
Felicia. Nom, nom, nom. Probably that is now also the only reason why I am not quote unquote in despair. And can just
That's
go
good.
to a brothel. Gonna do my business and no cops.
Ugh.
Don't start that shit, Doug. You got a long night in front of you.
I know,
I want
and
to see what that'd be.
in all honesty, I haven't been up that long.
Oh,
I'm I'm keeping
Doug.
some strange hours nowadays.
Doug,
Me
take a
too.
nap. Get a 12-pack. Get a 12-pack before you take a nap, because then you don't have to go out after you get a 12-pack.
That's right.
You got to think of those things, Doug. You get the beer before you take the nap. Therefore, you don't have to go out after the nap. See?
That's a good point. I'm just trying to figure out that Leinenhugel tastes good, but it's not strong enough.
Go for the
Alright, let me
strength,
take my little
Doug.
cigarette break. I'll be right
Go
back.
for the strength. Be strong,
Yeah.
Doug.
If
If you're going to drink, make it have purpose.
Absolutely.
What time is it anyway?
It's almost 6 o'clock.
So, 7 o'clock my time?
Yes.
You're what, Mountain?
I'm in Central.
God damn. Getting late.
We're live.
I know it.
Oh,
I'm running out of daylight.
we're live.
An outlaw singing.
Do what now?
An outlaw singing. Son of a bitch. Where's Hempy at?
Is that a bad thing?
We're not saying it's good. We're not saying it's bad. We plead the fifth.
Am I to believe that it is bad? Oh.
Well, let's not. Bad is a determining term. You can say savory or unsavory. It might be savory to some, unsavory to others. You know, you gotta kind of leave it open for determination.
Basically, Brandon and Hamster are full of shit. Saying that I sound
I
good.
don't. Yeah. Maybe they're savory for it. You know.
I mean, you see, Doug, I'm like Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect.
I understand that, Outlaw. That's where I was like,
Yep.
I'm gonna take a hiatus, and I'll come back after I've decompressed and and like I said, I'll be on your channel, of course, when you do your streams, and over here on Chaos's. But I think I gotta have a break. I've got to pull away for a while.
I still want to
Yeah.
know who blew your shit, Doug.
Oh,
I'm
I'm not gonna
I'm an asshole like that though. I'm like my grandmother,
No,
man.
that's fine.
I get it
It's
from my
one
grandmother.
of those things where I think it's just that people know a little too much about me. I'm not even a content creator, and I'm like, and some of them are the right people, and some of them are the wrong ones. And for some reason, I'm just a big target. I guess because I'm a little goofy. But I am the way God made me, and that's, for some people, that's just not good enough. So their argument can be with him. It should be with him, not with me. I didn't create myself. So
Yeah, but Doug, you got to look at it this way. If you're not an axe murderer, you didn't torture small animals as a child. Other than
yeah,
a few quirks and everything, everyone's human. That's what makes a you
Yeah.
got to have the whole differences. You got to have the whole gambit. You know.
yes, absolutely.
How would you like to go to a party and everyone's the same? Now, how fucking fun would that be?
It would not be fun. No,
It would not be
It
fun.
would not.
Well, I'm going to tell you, like I told the other gentlemen in this community, do not put so much weight behind what people have to say about you.
Yeah.
Understand and take it with a grain of salt.
You got to have thick skin. Can't be
I-
fragile. If you be fragile in this life, it'll chew you up and spit you out.
No, I understand that. I know that's the case. I just, when they, well, and I don't want to, it's like, I don't put things on the internet, like, for other people to see, insulting anyone here, or so I'm just like, I can take a joke, and things like that. But for me, it's totally different when you put me out in the open, in front of the whole community, and to be mocked and to be insulted and to do it that way. Like if you were to do it like here, and like that's a whole different story.
Doug, did somebody put you on the catwalk?
I think so, and
I
it's
missed it.
Like,
I want to see
Yeah,
Doug
I
in his
think so.
Speedo going down the catwalk.
So that's where I said, man, I really got to draw a line here. I really got to pull back because these people know too much about who I am, and now they're posting it onto the internet, and I'm like, well, that's not very cool. So that's where I'm like, I really got to pull back from certain people here.
I still, Doug, I want to see you up on the catwalk with that one song, "I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt" or something like that. I think that song was suit you, Doug.
So
Get you some 7.5 beer, you'll be fine.
Absolutely.
somebody made a hit piece about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to take it personally. I just like, I'm looking at it objectively. I'm like, okay, wait a second. These are some guys trusted. These are some guys that I thought my friends, and so now I'm like, wait a second, uh, no, you know it's, and you know to put it out in the open for everybody else to like, you know, mock you and humiliate you and insult you. To me, that's not very cool. But um, you know, I understand. I'm a little goofy. I'm an easy target. I'm easy to get to be picked on. And you know, the whole thing of having thick skin, I get it. But at some point, you know, you got to distance yourselves. I have to distance myself from people who think it's okay to trash my name.
Well, Doug, if it's any consequence, I like my women on the trashy side. Does that count?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Ricky Skaggs, baby. Ricky Skaggs.
Yep.
But that's just, you know, I just got to pull away for a while. That's all. I don't have any problems with the guys. I just have to pull away.
Well, just remember this, Doug. All you got to do is say, release the hound. And tell us give us a target. Release the hound.
If you fall on every word everyone ever says about you, and you let it get to you, they'll always be able to control you.
Yeah.
Yep. The moment you can say, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me, is freedom. Fuck you.
Absolutely.
This is what I keep talking about by not putting so much weight on what people say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's not going to affect my life.
Yeah.
Like I'm still going to go to work. I'm still going to do the things I need to do. But when you run in circles, that to me, I just have to pull away from communities where they think it's okay just to tee off on me. And like I can take a joke. It's not that I can't, but it's just after a while. It's like, you know what? Why would I stick around somewhere where I'm just going to be like made fun of? You know, like why would I do that? That's not smart.
Yeah.
Wow.
It would be like going and hanging out on a feminist channel and a white supreme pizza channel where all they do is like blame me for my white skin and then just continue to go back there. And just continue to fight an unwinnable fight with those people because they're not going to see reason. They're not going to so I just don't go there. That's all that I'm talking about.
I'm telling you, Doug, stick with the drunks. We'll never let you down, Doug. Stick with the drunks.
Okay.
Hey, Doug, here's a little bit of info about myself to you. Personal information. Whenever I'd go to a family reunion or something like that, I always hung out with the drunk old people. No one fucked with us. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Oh.
You hang out with the drunk grandmas, and no one fucks with you. If you know.
It is true, Andy. It is true. That is. I believe
that. The old drunk people.
That's it right there. I've been around them too. I've drank with them.
They can't cause you any harm. You know they're just running their mouth, but they can get away with saying some of the most nastiest shit you've ever heard, and nobody can do nothing to them. It's great.
It is great.
Did you hear
Yeah,
what she said?
I love
Did you hear
those
what
kind of
she said?
people.
She just called you a whore. I didn't call her that. Well, that's what I heard. It's great.
It is. Ah.
Why are there so many mutants in this place? What the fuck?
It's just current society.
Whee!
Oh, he's talking about game. Woo!
Let's see what the temperature outside is today.
I think it's like 85 here.
Oh, we're hitting 93.
93.
87 here.
And by 1 a.m. it'll be 75. By 4 a.m. it'll be 78. Gosh.
So you're off tomorrow too, aren't you, Doug? Or do you gotta go tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm
night?
off. I'm off tomorrow too. And it's paid.
Better get some beer. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Staying home and getting paid to stay at home and drink beer. That's the middle finger to the fucking government and powers that be. You're flipping off the man.
Absolutely.
I'm getting paid to drink beer. Fuck you.
That's it. That's awesome.
It's like taking
That's-
it. What?
No, that's awesome. That's
It's like
good.
taking a shit on company time. You got to revel in the small moments, Doug.
Absolutely.
Only if you can do that all your life.
It's the little things. No, it's the little wins.
Yep.
You can't win all the time,
Little
then
win.
it would get boring.
Yep, that's why you can't be in an echo chamber in this community where everybody agrees on the exact same stuff.
Echo,
Yeah.
echo, echo. Woo.
Oh yeah. You got to be flexible, huh?
Come on, Doug.
Yeah.
Be the beacon of ambition, brother. Motivate me.
Well, it it makes me think about something I did here on Red Pill Rhinos a few weeks ago, and then I really had to consider what he said because I made a comment about the fact that if you give the next generation hope about marriage, then that's going to be the hope that they hang themselves with, because women are just so terrible out here today. But is that 100% true?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is, Doug. Because if you go out and get you an
Yeah.
ugly woman, you shouldn't have any problem. Just
Oh,
go
it's
ugly early. Just go ugly
Yeah.
early, Doug.
Okay.
Marry an ugly bartender. There you go.
Yeah.
She gets a discount.
Oh. I think I see what you're doing here, Andy.
And then after a few beers, she's gonna be like, "Hey, baby."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
I
not
didn't
saying
know
that
they were
I'm
looking that
going
good.
to go out and do it.
I can see 3 of you.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. That's triple the ugly. I mean, shit.
And I wouldn't disagree that they're not probably the worst that I've ever seen. Like, if you take my grandparents' generation and then stand them up against today's generation, it's a night and day difference.
Well, see, Doug, that's one reason I've gave up on society, because I saw the times when a man would open a door for a woman and she would reasonably gracefully get out and pulling back a chair so the lady could sit down. You know, I saw some of the gentleman aspects of what society used to be. And it's like, why would people give that up? You know what I mean? But people have.
Exactly. They have, yeah.
people have been indoctrinated. They have been programmed to think this way.
Yeah.
I would say yes, a lot of people did give up on it, but I would say too that a lot of people were wrongfully pre-programmed to think a certain way about a lot of it. You have a lot of these people, these kids growing up that's seeing all this going on and being taught all this about racism. So, personally, I think it's an extremely tall order to try to get things back on track. I don't see it happening in my lifetime. I would say it comes down to how much does the next generation matter to people
I don't think so.
Yeah.
who want to do the right thing. You know, the problem is, yeah, that's what I was getting at. The problem is, most people are only concerned with how it ends for them. They don't really care what happens to society after they die out. So, unfortunately, you don't have a lot of people who really care and are invested in the future of this.
Yeah.
The only people who really care at this point are the people who's making money off of everybody. And your white pillars who have an abnormal amount of hope, wanting to see the optimism and everything.
Yeah.
But you got to be real, man. I mean, people don't care how this ends. They only care how it ends for them.
Yeah.
I kind of got to say, I'm partly in that boat. I'm partly in that boat. Because I've wore my heart on my sleeve and done what I thought was right, this, that, and the other. Now, it didn't always turn out, but I still got shit on, so it's kind of like, why make the place a grander place when you've been treated like shit? I'm not saying go out and hurt people. I'm not saying that, but bowdy, it's about you. About the man in the mirror.
Yep.
That's it.
It's about Doug in the mirror, even though it's cracked a few times, but it's all right, Doug.
Yeah.
It is the main
you
reason.
can't rescue a sinking ship if you're sinking too.
No. Yeah.
No, you can't. It is the main reason why so many. It is the main reason why so many women carelessly throw away fetuses in abortions. It is the reason why Black Lives Matter, why Antifa, why all of these groups only care about themselves. LGBT is only concerned about them and what they want out of life. You know, Look around at people of all different stripes and backgrounds today. Nobody is really focused on, people other than themselves. They're all focused on them and what they can get out of life. And it shows. It shows when you're self-centered, you expect everyone else to accommodate you, to come around to you. Well, that's not how life works. We are a selfish asshole species, and personally, I don't think that will change.
I think Doug's an asshole. Doug's an ass.
Oh,
oh.
no. Not only Doug. We are assholes.
Ah, you can't lump me in Doug's group, goddammit.
Maybe I am that,
I'm grabbing this motherfucker. I'm going to grab on top of you motherfuckers. I'm going to get to the edge of the bucket. I'm out of this motherfucker. Fucking shit show.
Because we are men.
God damn it.
We are disgusting.
I ain't disgusting.
We
Well,
are
I haven't taken a shower yet.
pigs. Oof.
I mean, it just is what it is, man. We really are self-centered assholes of a civilization.
Mhm.
What's going on up in this here joint?
Who's that?
Fuck you
Hey,
think
me.
Oh, fuck, I'm leaving. He's just going to rub fucking canvas to my face. I'm leaving.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
you know I will.
I was finna say, did he leave?
No, he's all talk.
I'm just muted. I got to jump back on the mower.
You go mow your grass, I'll smoke it.
Your shit's a lot better than this motherfucking shit. I guarantee it. I wouldn't fucking graze my cattle on this shit.
I got my boy to mow my grass today. I said, hey boy, go cut the grass.
How much did you have to pay him?
I paid him $20, but he did mine, and he did the widow next door. So I think I got a deal. That's like $10 a yard.
That's evil.
Capitalism.
It's called building character.
Yep.
True that.
You don't want your old retired grandpa to have to mow his lawn? Nope. You want to make some money? This summer, every week, you cut this grass and the one next door, you'll guaranteed to make $20 a week.
Oh.
Key through that entrepreneurism.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you guys doing? Playing Red Dead or something?
I'm fixing to fire up some Red Dead here in a few minutes.
Did Chaos go to work?
Yep.
Yeah, he headed to the office. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Well. Yeah.
Oh goodness. Oh my god, man.
Those all ready for a siesta.
Ready for a siesta.
Yawning. And, you all tired?
Oh shit.
Oh, there you go.
Have you been playing? Have you been playing any Red Dead, Mr. Hemby?
Not really. Not since the last time we all played together.
Oh, okay.
I've been kind of addicted to the new Diablo, to be honest.
Oh, cool. Just when I thought I was getting burned out with Red Dead, I made another breakthrough yesterday, and I'm hooked again.
Ah,
So,
good.
Wow.
so it's getting even more fun to play now. Now that I know how to throw fire bottles and dynamite, it's getting a lot better.
I heard they're going to remaster it.
Oh man.
For the next gen console. Yeah, let me see. That would be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Well, it's okay for those who did not play the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption remaster announcement reportedly coming next month. It's in development.
To PS5.
Yeah.
Now you can see John Marston in quality.
Yeah. It'll be optimized for your PS5. You'll be able to play it in what, 4K?
Yeah, sure.
Gosh, that's gonna be cool.
If you got a TV that can display it.
I do.
There you go.
Me too.
I don't. I'm still in 1080.
Cause I got a big fat motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've got a 32-inch TCL.
A 1968 Dodge Charger wagon. Ew, I don't know if I like that. Oh, don't hear nothing from the Mopar guy. Oh well.
No, the Roadrunner wagon was better, man.
Oh yeah.
Like the satellite wagon. Looked like Roadrunner. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For me, Chargers is 68, but it's going to be a two-door RT.
Yeah.
I like the round taillight.
Mm,
And the round little penny side marker light. The flush little round ones. I like those. They're clean, man. Then later on, the marker lights they used were the same ones they used all the way up to like 1986 on all the trucks. They were malaise.
yeah, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption Remaster is real and possibly arriving soon.
Y'all, so? I'm more of a 1970 Charger Cup guy. Chrysler hit on something pretty cool when they made the chrome wraparound front grille bumper.
Oh, my battery is dying. God damn it.
70 Coronet. I like
Knows
this
this shit.
bumpers. The twin
The,
halo.
the wedge style Halo grill.
Yeah,
Bum,
two
bum, bum.
separate ones. Well, they
Yeah.
are separate, but they look separate.